Can corals recover from bleaching? If you have ever wondered what happens to corals after they bleach, you are not alone. Coral bleaching has been a major concern for marine ecosystems, but there is more to the story than just the bleaching itself. First, let us understand what coral bleaching is. When corals are stressed, usually due to warmer water temperatures, they expel the algae called Zooxanthellae that live inside their tissues. This algae is what gives corals their color and helps them produce food through photosynthesis. Without it, the corals turn white and become more vulnerable to disease and death. Now, the big question: can corals recover from this? The answer is yes, but it is not always simple. In some cases, corals can survive a bleaching event and recover their zooxanthellae. For example, a study at Palmyra Atoll in the Central Pacific showed that despite two major bleaching events, the coral reefs there were able to recover within 2 years. This recovery was possible because the reefs were not affected by local human impacts, which can exacerbate the stress on corals. However, the recovery process can be slow and depends on several factors. If the heat stress is too intense or lasts too long, the corals may not be able to recover and can die. For instance, during an El Niño event in 2015 to 2016, over 98% of the corals at Jarvis Island died due to extreme heat stress. But even in such severe cases, there is hope. Researchers found that the reef community at Jarvis Island began to change and recover over the next few years. Algae initially covered much of the reef, but herbivorous fish helped control the algae growth. Eventually, crustose coralline algae and other calcifiers took over, providing a suitable environment for coral larvae to settle and grow. The presence of these calcifiers, like crustose coralline algae, is crucial because they act as a sort of cement, holding the reef structure together while corals slowly recover. This natural process can take several years, but it shows that reefs can bounce back given the right conditions. In addition to natural recovery, the genetic makeup of the coral colonies and their zooxanthellae can influence how well they can withstand and recover from bleaching. Some coral species are more resilient than others, and understanding these differences can help in managing and protecting coral reefs. So, to answer your question, yes, corals can recover from bleaching, but it requires the right conditions and can take time. The resilience of corals is a promising sign for the future of our marine ecosystems, and continued research and conservation efforts are essential to help these vital ecosystems thrive.